Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. Quick intro this morning, or this afternoon, which is what time it is as I record this. We just did my third visit to Celebration Key. Went around with the old camera again and realised we'd missed some stuff, or some stuff had changed since the first time we went. Some for good, some not so good. I'm going to do a separate video with my overall impression of Celebration Key. Now I have visited 3 times. But I'll do that as a separate video. But for now, I just want to show you some general changes and some things I didn't really record the first time. So let's get straight at it, shall we? My new views at Celebration Key. Not opinions, views. Opinions, separate video. Let's do it. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the tram. This is the tram coming from the ship. Notice that Suncastle kind of entrance, the yellow thing there, that's very important as I'm showing you stuff. Also that yellow board right there, that is where you would wait if you want to do a tour around the whole island in one go. You'll wait there and they'll bring trams along and it will take you around in one go. Otherwise you're going one side or the other. If you come look from here, if you look down the bottom of that palm tree, and on the inside of the left one you'll see kind of like a little orange dash. That's where you have to walk to get the tram for Calypso Lagoon. Calypso Lagoon on the left, Starfish on the right. This is where you would pick up the tram. You would sit there and wait until one comes, but they are fairly frequent, and this will take you around the Calypso Lagoon side up to Lacono Cove. I will show you the area map in a moment. Looking back the other way, this is where you would have to go to. You'll see the yellow kind of sun. That's where you come in. Remember, where it drops you off is to the other side of that, so you have to walk a little bit further. So maybe a 2 to 3 minute walk from there to here. This is a map of the Calypso Lagoon tram route. I'm going to show you it minimized in a moment, but that's where it goes. It's going to take you around that side. Bottom left is where Pearl Cove Adult Only Beach Club is. Remember that. So it's going to take you up to Lacono Cove on this side, and there it is narrowed in. So if you want to freeze the screen and look, it's about a 5 minute walk between each stop, but there are the stops that you have on the Calypso Lagoon side ending at Lacono Cove, and it's basically going to be the opposite on the other side. I took some video of the Starfish Lagoon side. You'll see there is one of the wheelchairs you can rent. I'll show you more of that in a moment. But here is a tram, I believe, coming in there. Yes, there it is. Again, this is slightly closer than the Calypso Lagoon side to walk to, but you're going to walk here from where the main tram from the ship drops you off. It's not going to be right there. It's a small walk, probably 1 to 2 minutes. This is the map. Why they've got the red on one side and not the other, I don't know. But this is the Starfish Lagoon side of the map. And again, we're going to minimize it so you can see it closer. It's going to take you those stops, about 5 minute walk between each one, and it's going to end at Lacono Cove the same way that the Calypso Lagoon one is. So that is all of the tram areas mapped out for you. Hopefully that will help. Okay, you may have seen this letter going around. They have now decided that Calypso Lagoon is no longer going to be 18 plus, it's going to be 13 plus. They didn't ever enforce the 18 plus. I don't know how they're possibly going to enforce 13 plus. Are they going to look at a child that looks about 12 and ask for their age? I don't think so. I was in the pool on this day and it was still 18 plus at that point. I saw at least 5 babies in the pool and they were doing nothing to stop them. So conspiracy theory, I think they may be forcing people to go into the Pearl Cove area, just my opinion, because not that many people are using it and they want to make more money. So that's just a theory of mine. I don't know. What do I know? I have no proof of that whatsoever, but I just don't know how they're possibly going to enforce a 13 plus. How are you going to know how old a child is? You're not going to have to show their IDs, and they probably don't. I don't know. Anyways, here's another thing that's a big change. So when I did my first video, we were coming up here to the Pearl Cove Beach Club. I want to remember those ropes on the right hand side there. So again, this is the Pearl Cove Beach Club. This is the true adult only area now. And you'll look just the other side of it. There are your lounges. Note there are no cushions on those right now. That's going to be important in a moment. But also, as I walk to the back here, and this is in the Pearl Cove Beach Club area, we're going to show you the cabanas. These are the smaller cabanas down to the larger ones. There's a reason I'm showing you this. It's going to become very clear in a moment. One of the big changes that I saw when I went back. So here is the end cabana on the adult area only, the Pearl Cove Beach Club. This is the last of those cabanas. Now, I think they realized a lot of people were going to the Calypso Beach and there wasn't enough room for them. So what they've now done is, here are those said cabanas, but now where that rope is, that is not the entrance to the Pearl Cove Beach Club anymore. There is the rope going all the way down. They've extended the Calypso Beach area. These are all chairs in the Calypso Beach area. The entrance to the Pearl Cove Beach Club is now there. You can see the sign just about. So if you have these cabanas, you are no longer directly in the Pearl Cove Beach Club area. You are in front of all those chairs. Here is the new sign to enter the Pearl Cove Beach Club, and you'll notice that they have cushions on those chairs. These are the cabanas, and in front of those cabanas are now anybody can sit here, including your 13 plus, so you're not in an adult only area. So be very aware of that when you buy these cabanas. You are no longer in an adult only area. And you notice one side they don't have cushions. Now on this side they do have cushions. So I think they're really trying to get people to move into here. Another thing I want to show you, the beach, which is fairly rocky. They do recommend you wear water shoes, just be warned. Look how many people are in the water on the Pearl Cove Beach Club side. That's a security guard who will not let you through if you try and sneak your way through. There's the ship, lovely Mardi Gras, and look at all the people in the water on the regular beach side. So it's a lot quieter on that side. But just be aware, if you're in one of those cabanas, not the super villas, the cabanas, you no longer have adults only in front of you. All right, next one I want to show you is how you order food at the Island Eats. It's not the clearest in the world because it was very sunny, but this again is from the first video I took. So this is the Island Eats on the Calypso Lagoon side. Remember, it's different on both sides. The donuts, for example, are on the Starfish Lagoon side, not this side. Those blue door areas, that's very important to know. That is where you're going to order your food. You don't walk up to a counter, you order your food and then you wait for your name to be called and then you pick it up. I'm just showing you a couple of the menus here, but the menus are all over. I do have a separate video just on all of the different food options at Celebration Key, and you can go look at that and see these in much more detail. Basically, the Island Eats, these are the free options. Some of the other restaurants like Gill's, Barbecue and Brews, and Mingo's, there you'll get 25% off of a meal option. But at these food carts, and they have one food hall on the Starfish Lagoon side, you're going to get a free meal. Basically what you'll do is, this is a bit later in the day now, you'll walk up, the blue cover is not there anymore. You walk up to one of these machines, and basically what it's going to ask you to do is to tap your sign and sell card, which you are going to tap on the left hand side like so. And now once you've done that, this is where it records you've had your meal, so you can't do this twice, you can only do this once. You will select your meal, as Julie is doing there. Again, apologies, it's very bright, it's hard to get the actual proper pictures here. If you want to add anything else, you can add there. And now you go to your cart and you select whatever you've ordered in your cart and you confirm that's what you want. At the bottom there where Julie is just hitting the blue button, that is confirm. Believe me, trust me, it's there. And then Julie, you're all set. That's your order number. You are done. And now you're just going to wait until it's ready. At this entrance here, Julie got the chicken, spicy chicken sandwich, which for what it's worth, she did not like. There she is picking it up. And then you're done. This is what it looked like, and there's your cookie. Sodas are not free, you do have to pay extra for them. Don't believe what people tell you. And there is an area off to the side where you can eat right there. The area on the behind that tree with the stanchions holding it up in the blue area, that is where you can get your free water. But you can get free water, you just cannot get sodas. Don't believe people that tell you they can. Unless I'm completely wrong, but I asked and they said no sodas. But you can get the water right there, as I said. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is you can rent these products here. So they've got various items you can rent. You'll see that they have the blue, the yellow, and they also have some blue floaties right there. They have some water floaties there. The life jackets are free. Nothing else is. Why would it be? And I'm going to show you all the other things you can get as well. And then I will run over the prices for you. So they have these, what are you going to call them, kayaks. So the beach, they have beach mats as well. You can set up blue in there, those beach mats. they are $19.99 for the day. The pool floaters I showed you earlier, they are $10.99, and the inflatable chairs for the pool, they are $19.99 for the day. The kayaks are $29.99 for 1 hour. They have double kayaks for $49.99 for 1 hour. And they also have a stand-up paddleboard, which is $39.99 for 1 hour. So not cheap, but those are the prices you will pay. And they have those little stalls spread all around. You can just go up to any of them at any time and you can get one of those. Isn't that just wonderful? Nothing's cheap at Celebration Key. Next up, there are some of these. There are some beach compatible walkers, and we also have some beach compatible wheelchairs I'll show you in a second. Now, these are typically by the tram areas. You can also go to the guest services and see if they have any. These are limited. These are the wheelchairs that you can go. In these wheelchairs, they also have a little area at the back where you can put bags and stuff right there. Now, again, they are limited, but if you don't see one, you can go to this guest services area and see if they have any extras, but there are no guarantees. They also have taxis around the island. I didn't see this before. These are the rates. This will be in front of the guest services if you want to go and do a taxi tour anywhere around the island. This isn't an island. I'm talking about the island of Grand Bahama. They'll take you around, and I zoomed in a little bit there so you can see some of the prices and where they can take you. I don't know where those areas are, but these are some of the areas you can go and some of the prices that you will pay to go there. So that's just some ideas if you don't want to go to Celebration Key. Now, I also got this grid of showing where all of the cabanas and where all of the day beds are, how many there are. So if you know the number of your particular daybed cabana, they do pre-assign them, I'm told. And if they can give that to you in advance, you can look at this key and it will show you which of the cabana check-in desks you have to go to. Alternately, you just walk around to your area and you'll see them. They're very clear. And then you can go check in for your cabana, daybed, whatever it is that you have. The only thing you don't check in for are the free chairs and seats around the island. But this may come in useful, it may not. But it also gives you a rough idea of how many there are all around. And you'll get my opinion on this when I do my overview on my thoughts on Celebration Key after I have visited 3 times. All right, now we're going to look at the lockers. They're going to be by the restrooms, blue on the Starfish Lagoon side, orange on the Calypso Lagoon side. We're looking for that black area. It looks like a missing locker, but it's actually a screen you are going to use to enter the information you need to open your locker or close it if you're finished. These are free. And I'm just going to walk you through what you have to do to actually get into one. Some of them are larger areas of lockers than this, so look around. The one I'm going to show you is actually from Calypso Lagoon. I forgot to take the picture, so I stole this from my walk around. But you're going to look at this screen here. It's going to ask you if you want to store items, if you're just getting it, pick up items if you're finished. So we are going to select store items. It's going to ask you to enter your email. You're also going to get an email summarizing everything. And then you are going to select medium or large. Apologies for it being a little bit blurry, but we needed a medium. We're just dropping a few things off so we could go in the pool. It's going to open a locker for you. You just put your stuff in, you close it, and away you go. So we had D9. You don't really need to remember that. We came back to pick up our items. Now we're going to select pick up items. We're in zone D, which will also be on the email. You're going to re-enter your email. And once you re-enter your email, it's going to ask you if you want to open the locker or open and end, like are you completely finished or are you just stopping by temporarily. We are open and ending because we were done. So then you're going to do open locker and end rental. Is warning you will no longer have access to it. Now it says locker D9 is open. Make sure all your items have been removed, and then you're going to close it, and then you are done. And this was it when it reopened. So very easy and simple and free. That is how you use the lockers at Celebration Key. Just a couple of other things to end you on. If you wonder what the crew do when they're at Celebration Key, they have their own crew area. It's not finished yet, but this is where it is. And once it's finished, hopefully it will look a lot nicer. But this is right by the Pearl Cove Beach Club. But that is where the crew go. They are not allowed to go into the main island area with us, unfortunately. They have to go there. And then I just wanted to show you this ridiculously priced sundae at the ice cream area. $18 for that. You can look at what it involves underneath. I am not overly impressed with that, but $18 for a sundae, well, we'll leave that one there. And then if any of you have heard, this is the last picture, if any of you have heard anything about the bee problem at Celebration Key, yes, it is real. They are there. But this is a kind of a good and a bad thing, I guess. It's bad because they did it during the day when everybody's there. But it's good because they were removing a bee's nest, which means they're not killing them. They are saving them, because when you remove the bee's nest, they are safe. So I was very happy to see this, but I was also, why didn't they do this when everybody's gone? I don't know. Maybe there was a big problem with bees that day. But anyway, there is a problem with bees at Celebration Key. I'm sure it's something that they are very aware of, and hopefully they will address very quickly. All right, that's a recap of my new things seen and changes at Celebration Key since my first visit a couple of weeks ago. All right, so there you go. A few different things, or things I missed from my first stop around at Celebration Key. I think the most important one to remember there is, if you are interested in getting those Pearl Cove Cabanas, that you are not in Pearl Cove Beach Club. You are in front of regular beach goers, which could involve children of 13 and over, which there is, in my opinion, zero way they're going to enforce. So you could literally have babies in front of you, because they've done nothing so far to enforce anything there. So hopefully they do, and if they do, I'll be proud to admit I'm wrong. But like I said, I went in the pool the other day and it's still 18 plus, and I counted 5 toddlers on people on their dad's shoulders walking around the pool. So they're never going to enforce it, I don't think. But anyways, just be aware of that, and hopefully those updates were helpful. I will be posting an official opinion video, which I don't normally do, but I think it's needed on something like this, and that'll be coming out next Saturday. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. They're all just my opinions, and you know what opinions are like? Exactly. So yeah. Anyways, with that, listen to what they're about to say. And I'll see you later, Cruising World. Well, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. You'll get notifications when future videos come out. And also, you'll see to the left and right of me, there are some more of my videos you can watch. Also, you can join my lovely little channel here. Hit that join button next to the subscribe button on my main page. We have 3 different levels you can join at. And if you join at the highest level, I will name a suit after you. And every time I wear that suit, I'll have your name in the pocket. I will sing your name to the rafters, maybe even at karaoke.